When you no longer react to the 3D is when the 3D has no hold on you. And that's how you know you're on the verge of change. I know a lot of you guys know about the drift state that Neville Goddard would talk about. And I've utilized the drift state for many things that I want to create in my life. If you are not familiar with it, it's a state you're in before you go to sleep. It's a drowsy state. And Neville Goddard taught that this is the most magnetic state to impress your subconscious mind. But what happens when you're out of the drift state and you're in your daily life and your thoughts are kind of contradicting that which you want to create in your life? So what you could do is a lot of the things that I've talked about before. It's becoming very present in the body. So then you're aware of what thoughts are crossing in your mind. Just because you have a thought in your mind doesn't mean that you need to, number one, act on that thought, or number two, believe it. I used to get thoughts all the time, kind of darkish thoughts, actually, when I'm driving. Like, what if I drive off the highway and I die? Am I going to act on that thought? No. Am I going to even believe that thought? No, because, like, why the hell would I do that? That makes no sense, you know? But this is how demons, entities, dark entities can feed off your energy, is by getting into your mind, and or this is the only way they could get your energy, is if they get into your mind but by those thoughts, and then you act on those thoughts. Just because those thoughts are passing through your mind doesn't mean that anything bad is going to happen unless you act on that thought, or unless you believe the thought to be true. This is why it's important to ignore 3D and to stay in the imagination. Because when you ignore the third dimension, you ignore what's actually in front of you. If you really think about it, what's actually in front of you is not even real. This is all fake. When you go into your imagination and you imagine things, it can feel just as real, if not even more real, than what it is you're actually living in this present moment. So give it a try. Go into your imagination, play out a scenario that you want to create in your life, and see what happens. It may not manifest super quick, or it may. I literally like to brainwash myself. Like when I'm driving or I'm like alone, I like to play pretend, literally out loud with myself. I'll be like, if I want to go shopping and my 3D reality doesn't support the shopping experience right now, I'll just play pretend. I'll literally talk to myself, be like, oh my god, I'm so excited to go shopping tomorrow. I have a whole day planned. I'm gonna get lunch, do my hair, do my nails, and then go shopping for a couple hours. I have an unlimited budget, so like, what am I gonna get? And then I start looking and I'm like, oh, I could use this. You know, this life is all programmable. It's all a little video game. So what can you do to make whatever it is that you desire real? Is by playing pretend. Just play pretend. It's not that serious. Nothing is actually that serious. Sometimes, even when I'm like walking my dog, I'll talk to myself out loud. And I'm like, oh my god, if somebody was behind me, they may think I'm crazy that I'm talking to myself out loud. But honestly, is it that serious? No. Ignoring the 3D reality and living in the imagination is a beautiful balance between being present, but also being able to focus on something. Our focus in life is our currency. This is why apps like TikTok and all these things are being pushed out, because they want our focus, our attention span to get shorter and shorter and shorter. Because what you focus on grows. And if you can't focus on anything, you have a serious problem on your hands. So you need to take back your power, take back your attention span, and don't scroll. I'll scroll for a little bit, like no more than 30 minutes a day. Obviously, there's times that I slip up where I'll tell myself I'm gonna scroll for an hour, and then it's like 2 hours later. But that's exactly the problem, is that these apps are designed to keep you on the app for long periods of time, and each video you're watching is like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. It's not helping you at all. It's not helping you expand your mind, expand your attention. Living in the imagination and ignoring the 3D, it really is a perfect balance of being present in the body, because you could easily get distracted by your 3D environment, but you cannot allow that to take hold onto you. All weekend I've been socializing, that's why I have not uploaded all weekend. So my social battery is kind of dead. I don't have so much energy to speak, but it really is as simple as just ignoring the 3D and living in the imagination and repeating this process to not act on any thoughts that are a contradiction to what it is that you want to create in your life, and to be present enough that you are observing yourself and you are observing when you react to the 3D. When you no longer react to the 3D is when the 3D has no hold on you. And that's how you know you're on the verge of change. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye, guys.